serious weight, but you don't want to do the injections or the drugs, give me a call. Our program is all natural. You can lose 20 to 30 pounds in 40 days. Give me a call today.
Hopefully you'll have a chance to go through your life and never have a need of an attorney. But if you do, you want to make sure that you have one who is on your side and who is here locally in your own backyard. So that's Jay Kennamer this morning. He is back on the show with us with the McMahan Law Firm. Good to see you.
Great to see you. Great to be here.
So, you know, we rebranded to be Local 3, right? We're all about what's happening in our own backyard.
Absolutely.
You feel very passionately about that too at McMahan.
Yeah, unfortunately, a lot of my time, not just pursuing and protecting our own clients, but a lot of my time is dedicated to protecting the area and community in general. And we have, as we've talked about before, an influx. Let's face it, billboards are cheap now. The LEDs, you know, we're getting littering our skyline with new ones trying to come in for whatever reason. Maybe the law in their state has gone bad or what have you. But we're getting an influx of ones that are really a danger to the local population. For instance, I just got one where a lady called in and said that her case had been dismissed. And I looked at it and I said, well, did they tell you why? No, I had to call them. They didn't tell me. And they finally told me that they had dropped my case. And when we looked into it, there were 7 acts of malpractice I saw in that. Now, first of all, they contacted them right out of the blue, second day after a wreck occurred. This day and age, that should not happen. There are protections in place to keep them from, if you've been in a wreck, you've been injured, if you get a call the day after the wreck, they've got your information illegally, number one. Number two, they're breaking the 30-day no contact rule. And there are remedies for that, and I will go after them for that. But that's just 2 acts. Then they sued the wrong person. They waited till the last day, sued the wrong person, issued service to the wrong person, I would say. Never, when notified it, never fixed it, and then allowed the case to get dismissed here, and then just closed their file and didn't tell it. There's more than 7 acts of malpractice in that one claim alone, and this is from an out-of-state solicitation firm. People need to make sure that when they see these billboards, they need to make sure that it's just not a flashy billboard.
Okay, so let's rein it back in, because you're talking about this specific case and you see this frequently, you say.
Yeah,
let's make it somebody watching the show this morning. They live here in the Tennessee Valley, right?
Yes.
And let's just say that there is a car accident that has occurred in their life. They live in Chattanooga and the accident occurred at the 75 split going into Georgia.
Yes.
So it was a Georgia accident. They're a Tennessee resident. You can try it?
Oh, absolutely. I'm licensed in all 3 states, Alabama, Georgia, and Tennessee.
Okay. So if it's a general fender bender or a minor scuffle, maybe okay, you don't need an attorney, or should you call an attorney to find out no matter what?
You should call an attorney to find out no matter what.
Yeah,
there's injury or medical treatment. There's many things at play. Health insurances that have to be notified.
Okay, let's stop with that. Let's go with the health insurance for a minute. You've had some degree of an injury, so you're seeking medical treatment. If they're your client, are you advising them to pay as they go on their medical costs, or does that get held until it all gets settled with the insurance company? What is the person responsible for? Well,
there's several things at play. There may be Medicare, Medicaid, TennCare, Georgia Medicaid, an ERISA plan, private plan, hospital liens, MedPay subrogation, different subrogations. There's all types of traps
So you're navigating that for people?
Absolutely. I've written articles on it and actually given lectures on this type of
So
thing.
you are kind of proud, and justifiably so, to talk about the volume of things that you've done. So you mentioned the lectures that you've given, the articles you've written. You told me before we went on the air about how many cases that your firm has has tried? Do you remember that number you gave me?
We have, out of the last 19 years of trying the most cases, I think I'm the #2 plaintiff attorney in the state in the last 19 years. And we're being compared to people across town that hadn't tried more than 2 cases in 18 years. And I'm saying, why?
And is there a differentiator between trying a case and settling a case?
Yeah, for instance, my last verdict alone was $400,000, and they're in a firm that's tried a case in Chattanooga here that's one of my primary competitors that's had anything
so
near
if you're seeking an attorney, I've got a couple of minutes left, about 1 minute left. Are there some questions you should be sure to ask when you're talking to an attorney about taking your case?
Absolutely. You're not going to see on any billboard, board certified by the National Board of Trial Advocacy. We've got 3 of them. You're not going to see, that they've tried any substantial verdicts. There's one that says that they have some, but they claim that they're an army, but they're just a little pod system. For instance, I got a lady that made the mistake of calling one of these gargantuan firms and got lost in the computer there, their firm, and no investigation was done. She left there, came to us. I immediately saw what needed to be done, and we resolved her case just recently for a pretty good sum.
So I've got to wrap it up, and I want to share with people how they can get in touch with you. If you are currently using a different law firm, can people switch law firms, or is that a no-no?
Yeah, I typically do not encourage that. I encourage them to go back and try to mend fences unless I see that they are being mistreated.
Okay.
We welcome a telephone call if you feel like you're being mistreated. But beware of the new out-of-towners, because you might find that they don't have the experience that you hope that they had.
Well, he's a Baylor grad. Brent is a Red Bank grad from McMahanLawFirm.com if you want to go on that website. Thank you, Jay.
Don't miss Ashley's 72-hour super sale. For 3 days only, Thursday through Saturday, save